Alright, today's going to be an interesting day. It's infusion day. But first I've got to help a mate. So we're going to take this guy, go and pick up my trailer full of stuff that I left at his place and deliver it to the tip. Then we're going to come back and jump in this and go into a lockdown zone and get medical treatment. It's going to be an interesting day. Hey, how you doing? Not too bad. Alright, so I haven't had breakfast yet, but I got myself a steak, bacon and cheese pie on the way. Still a bit hot to eat, so I might do me 10 minutes down the road. Anyway, I'm going to get my monthly treatment for multiple sclerosis, which is an infusion. They put a needle in my arm and give me a drip for a couple of hours. Just going to be fun. But I'm at a bit of a tight time frame today. I dropped by my mate's place yesterday, loaded up my military trailer full of stuff, and we found the transfer station was closed. So I've got to duck down there this morning and unload post haste, and then get straight back here, swap vehicles, and head off into lockdown zone to the hospital. There's been something like 18 cases of Delta variant detected there, so from an illegal party, I wish this stuff had stopped happening. I'm not having parties, but anyway, I won't get into the frustration about that stuff. You probably get more than enough of it with all the news and everything, and I'm trying not to get too controversial there. Anyway, I really shouldn't have caffeine according to my neurologist, but I'm going to have a little bit of this morning because I really need that help, that little pick-me-up. Anyway, I'm going to get on the road. It's about 10 minutes away, and get this trailer shifted and unloaded, and then I can get back home. And then I'll probably have to do it all again tomorrow, so see how we go. Almost there. Fire's cooled off a bit. I'm stopping to have a bite to eat. Outside another bakery that closed not long ago. I'm reading a sign on the door that says it's been sold, so maybe there'll be a bakery here again soon. Anyway, see you in a minute. combo hitch on that one. I can take 2 balls with. Yeah. Right. There we go. Right. Whoop. Whoop. It's not hitched in. It's a bit rear heavy. You hold it down, I'll get this out of the way.
There.
Right, that went click?
Yep.
Cool. Yeah, with a trailer like that.
So that's how it works.
We definitely want to do that. Yeah, what you can do, you can latch it in the up position and put a tow ball on it. Oh.
Yeah, me and Ralph were talking yesterday about trying to figure out a way.
Hang on. Trying to do this with gloves on is a challenge. Alright, hitched up. First customers of the day. Tip run complete. I am soaking wet and so wet that I can't dry my glasses. So luckily I'm still legal to drive without them. So we're gonna head home, adjust the belt a bit. Now I realise I'm missing a wiper. I think it fell off the other day and I forgot to put it back on. Okay, now I've got my trailer back. Certainly a wet day. Gonna go turbo wiper. So my wipers work really well, but I've only got one of them. I think I probably need to open that up and redo some bearings or bushes and stuff at some point. Put a bit of lubrication in there. Well, it's definitely a wet day. Tell you, I'd be doing 80 or 90 k's an hour if I was in a different vehicle as well. Visibility's not great. The Ambo's going to be even more fun. I'm probably going to end up putting the orange lights on in that. Alright. I don't have time to unhitch the trailer, but I'll bet you it's going to get in the way of me leaving. So, it's going to be fun. Leaving. Alright, see how far forward we can pull this thing without squishing the wife's car. I need to come right forward for it. Hopefully everything fits under the cover. Alright. That one. That one. That one. You. Yes. Nice away. Alright, we're home. Now I'll change clothes for an identical set. Oh. Get all that stuff warming up for us. I'm going to put my phone on charge too. Fill out our logbook and then we'll be off. Alright, well everything's filled out, our paperwork's in order. Time to get diesel, and of which I've got about 15 minutes to do. See if we can make it out of here. Front yard looks like a swamp. It's pretty much underwater at the moment. Oh yeah, wipers might help. At this point it's getting close to lunchtime and I'm probably not going to get a chance for lunch, so I might fire up the boiling vessel in the back. And this steering wheel is sticky, needs cleaning. I might fire up the boiling vessel and throw a meal in, and about the halfway point, and with luck it'll be ready by the time I get there. Alright, diesel time. Then we can get in there. It's always tricky here. Right hand tank is 1/4. Left hand tank is about half. Alright. Trying to get across here somewhere. I'll get there and back on one tank. I'll just fill that up. I've got a jerry can in reserve. Alright, that'll do me. Alright, let's fill up. Right, so that's why I come to this servo. The guys filled it up for me. Got one side full, but that's fine. That'll get me there and back. I've got half a tank and a jerry. If I've got to take a detour or something stupid, I've got enough to deal with it. And I need keys. I'm going to drop because I'm rushing and I need to slow down. I think what I'm going to do, I'm going to get some keys down on the road. I'll pull up briefly at the halfway mark and fire up the kettle. And that should be hot by the time I get where I'm going. And if I've got any spare time, I can have a hot meal. Otherwise, they will give me some singers on the Chemo Ward, because I'll be too late for a hot meal, which is usually nice when I can get one there. Alright, who's coming? Alright, we're on our way. Another six-wheeler in town. Just spotted another six-wheeler. I better go say hello real quick. Now, before I go and see the six-wheeler, I'll turn my kettle on to low and I'll put some food in a minute. Should be ready when I get there. Turns out we've spoken before. So yeah, works out pretty well. Anyway, time to restock and get food. Alright, got a box of Rat Pack leftovers. What am I going to have for lunch? I've got chicken Italiano. I'll do that. On the low setting, it should be warm by the time we get there, like about 60 degrees. That'll be nice. Alright, my last stop before lockdown zone. So, doesn't matter, I've got the fridge running. Might throw a bottle of water in. Throw that in the fridge so it's cold for when I arrive. Alright. It's a bit of a mess in here at the moment. And I need to shut this door before it gets too much more wet. I've got to do a bit of rearranging up the front and then we'll be back on the road. Alright, so somehow I got water on the rear view mirror. Probably from my hair. Right, good. I can actually see out the place now. I've got food getting ready in the back. It's a genuine GoPro battery. Right, let's do a swap. Alright, glass is clean in time. And we'll be off in a minute. Trying to pull out behind me and the person in front of me is pulling out, so let's see if we can get out of here. One more car that's moving along at 900 mile an hour. I love these squeaky rubber mats that the previous owner put in. When you change clutch, they squeak. Oh, missed the gear change. Alright, next stop, lockdown zone. Alright, we're officially in the zone now. At least for the next week, but we're only here for a few hours. Going directly where we need to go and then directly back out. Hopefully by the time I get there I've got a hot meal. Might be a bit of an understatement, and this GoPro keeps changing its orientation on me, so it's going to be fun how I edit everything. But yeah, this rain is something else right now. Alrighty, well, we're a couple of minutes away. It's 12:30. I've got to be in there at 12:45. I think I'm going to be scoffing my chicken Italiano pretty quick. And I bet you I'm going to cop a red arrow right here. Alright. These are the guys that were bugging. These guys right in front of me were up my ass the whole time. Probably since the halfway mark. These guys have been up my ass like a gerbil. And despite me going slower than everybody else, we're here at exactly the same time. Alright. What's our parking space looking like at the moment? Oh, am I going to get lucky and get one up close, or am I going to have to walk like 90 miles away? If I'm lucky, I'll get one of my favourite spots. I think I can see one. I think it's going to be long walk time. That guy's hanging way out, but there's two parking spaces beside him. That will work. Now let's turn on flashy lights so I can see where I'm going to bump into someone. I think I'm going to just have to try my best with this. Screw the grass, I need to park and I'm in a hurry. Reverse my way back a bit. Alright. Now I'm out of the parking flow. Time to turn off all systems. Have the turbo cooler off. Find my phone, my wallet, and other stuff. And I'm here with 10 minutes to spare. Alright. Good bananas. Food time. Alright. Too much of a hurry to worry about a bowl or anything. But it's hot. It's good. That's awesome. Alright. I think I'm just going to eat it straight out of the packet. Good old sharp Leatherman blade. Spoon time. Lunchtime. I am so ready for this. It's just the right temp too. Touch on the hot side, but good enough, I can eat it. Alright, while I wait for the last of it to cool down, a couple of preparations, spare mask, throwing a few snacks in my laptop bag. I'm going to throw some hand sanitizer in. I know hand sanitizer is literally everywhere in a hospital, but two reasons for that. One, I like that stuff better. It stinks. It doesn't leave a stink like the hospital smell, which adds to my anxiety. And it just allows me to, without getting up and wandering around, to sanitize my hands at an interval. And because in a chemo ward, literally every patient in there is going to be immunocompromised in some way, myself included. So I just don't want to spread anything to anybody. And there is one COVID case in ICU here. I'm quite sure they'll have it very well under control, but this makes me a touch nervous. And regardless of your opinions on COVID, there's some sort of nasty virus getting around. I don't want it. I could really do without it. Yeah. Nice bottle of cold water. Which reminds me, I definitely need magnesium. So where's an electrolyte packet? Take one of these in with me. Alright. Time to head off.
20 minutes later. Two hours later. Twenty minutes later.
Alright, so I'm free to make it back to the vehicle, and I'm pissing down rain, and we've got to catch up with what's happened while I've been in there. A bit has changed. Alright, first we've got a couple of things to do though. Okay, so I'm free. The first order of duty that I had to do before I even pushed the button was get the soap out of there, some water, and rinse the hospital smell off my hands. I do remember an episode of Penn and Teller's Bullshit where they actually explain that a lot of these hospital grade stuff, they add a scent into it that smells like chemical, because that's what people normally associate with cleaning products that work like heavy duty stuff. In actual fact, there's not functionally a lot of difference between the soap that you get at the supermarket, in most cases anyway. Now I'm gonna have a snooze for a little bit. I'm gonna have a feed. I've got to organize some rat pack stuff and some of the mess that's going on here. I'm gonna get a drink out of my fridge, just keeping them nice and cold. I've put the kettle on high so it boils. After I've had a quick little snooze here, I am probably going to find my way to a truck stop on the edge of town, get past the flood line, because there has been a flood warning for the area as well. So I'm going to get the other side of the river fairly shortly, and that way I won't have to take massive detours, because if I do, I'm probably going to have to use that jerry can I've got. But we'll see how we go. I did fill up a whole tank on one side, and I've got, I think, a quarter tank on the other, and I've got another 20 litres of diesel, and this uses about 20 litres to the 100k as is, 30 if I'm towing. So I've got about 100 k's in a jerry can. That should pretty well get me home. It doesn't seem like it from this video, but yeah. All right, gonna be interesting to see what other trials and tribulations await us on the way home. And my windscreen's still fogged, so yeah. All right, nibble, snooze time, and then we'll get out of Dodge. And I think there's a truck stop that is just outside the Shire boundary, which will be nice because I won't be under all those lockdown rules there. Given that we had 1,400 cases today, I'm a little concerned that not all of them are going to be in the Melbourne area. So yeah, we'll have to see what. It's one thing I've had to get used to with all this stuff is uncertainty. So I guess we're just going to have to see what happens. All right, snooze time. Deal with some of this anxiety. Now's a good time to go because there's 2 free parking spaces right behind me. I can reverse into them. I'm going to upset everybody because I'm going to end up going the wrong way around the car park. But we'll see if we can make it out. Alright. Oh, this is going to be fun. No, this guy's parked too far forwards. Alright, we may have to go cross country here. Might be the only way we get out of here. Alright. I'm parked in, so this is what I'm going to have to do to get out. They're going to hate me for the wheel tracks, but it's all I can do to get out. Try my best not to mess up the grass up here. There's a steep bank down here, but it's the only way out for us. Oh, that does not look good on the grass. Let's just get out of here before they notice. It's a bit hard in this thing to not get noticed. But I was literally parked in from every side, as the people directly behind me were parked so far out that I couldn't even get a turn radius. I couldn't get out. And the people beside me were so narrowly spaced that I couldn't pull out between them. So I hate to use that option, but I had no choice. Alright. Groundskeeper will not be happy with me. I didn't burn it up and rip up the grass, but there are some nice depressions where I've been, so yeah. I guess it is what it is. Previously alluded to as a truck stop, and I thought about pulling up there for a snack. You know what, actually I think my kettle will be on. I might pull up there. Glad they built this bit. It's quite good. I think there's even a toilet block down here, but I think I'm good for that for the moment. Alright, so we're not stopping at the truck stop. It was jam-packed full of trucks and people milling around everywhere, so too many people for me. I'll just keep on keeping on. Past the halfway mark, and we're going warp speed and ready for a hill climb, but we'll get a really good look at the next river level. It's looking pretty high. Gonna try and do walk 9 up the hill. Walk 9 for 90 k's an hour. Try to still climb. The turbo certainly makes a difference to this. Hill climbs really nicely. Into the roadworks, about to let a giant buttwater gerbil door. They're all stacked up behind me because I'm not doing 110 k's in 100 zone in the bleeding rain. 80 zone here anyway. I bet you I'll pull up next to some of these people at the next set of lights. Alright, let them all go past. Overtaking lane, guys, have at it. So I didn't waste any time. Alright, so just had a near miss. I come around a blind corner and there's some people standing in the middle of the road in the rain, like 20 meters from the corner, taking photos of their car with his girlfriend standing on a fence, arms in the air because there's some cows there. You nearly died for a selfie with some cows. And behind me there was a semi-truck, and behind him there was a boat and trailer. I had to dive off the road with the horn blaring with my bloody yellow flashing lights on, which they didn't see, and then they nearly got hit by a semi. And then after the semi, they stepped back on the road in front of the boat and the trailer, like the Corby with a boat behind it. I can't even get my sentence straight. What the living hell? I get the sense some people are sneaking out of Melbourne, but they don't seem like they live around here. I gotta cool off for a bit. Some people really want to win the Darwin Award. It's like those two people who've never seen cows before and it was worth dying for. Absolutely amazing. Anyway, I'm home. I'm letting the turbo cool off. They got me here and couldn't get it in here, and she almost didn't quite get it in there. Every single nurse I get does something different. About 50% of them get a needle in the first time and it's perfect. And then the ones I get, it seems like more of the time, maybe because it's more memorable, but yeah, they usually always take at least 2 shots at me, mostly 3. Anyway, we are home. I am tired. I hope this guy gives you a bit more of a perspective as to what I go through to get treatment every month. I need to put a switch on that socket. Turn off, dude. Alright. I've been treated. This will knock me out of action pretty well effectively for a couple of days. I bounce back a bit quicker each time, but it still does knock me around a bit. So as I said, there's a couple more videos up. I made a community post today. There's a couple more videos up there to keep you busy until I get back in action. I don't know what I'm going to do with all the different aspect ratios in there, so I'll figure something out. But for now, I'm home. I need rest, and I probably need to dry off. And I've got to turn the kettle off in the back, which I can hear boiling now. Alright, see you in the next one. Hope this was an interesting bloggy one. Might not be to everybody's taste, but I don't know. Let me know what you reckon in the comments. Definitely time for sleep. See you in the next one, guys.